Hey everyone, here is health issues related to eating habits. So this is concerning your chapter Form 4, Chapter 9. So let's have a look at our first case study. So here it says that there are three individuals, right? So with different health problems, and they are seeking a nutritionist to get advice. So P, the individual, has obesity, Q has cancer, R has heart problem. So as a nutritionist, we are to plan suitable meals based on Ping An Sehat Malaysia according to their specific health problems. So 平安 Sehat Malaysia 是什么先 ？So 平安 Sehat Malaysia 如果你有听过的话，它是叫 suku separuh, or they call it quarter quarter half half quarter quarter same thing lah. So it just basically involves a plate, right, and then it will separate into half like this, and then two quarters. So on this half 它是叫你吃多一点 fruits and vegetables. So meaning that your daily meals should compose half of your meals, right? For every meal should consist of fruits, vegetables. 1/4 is your carbs, and then the other half is your protein. So carbs and fats, I would say here, right here, and protein. All right. So basically 多吃蔬菜水果，少吃高碳水的，然后eat adequate amounts of protein. So 我们要用这个平安 Sehat Malaysia 来去研究 how does this diet help each patient in general. So let's start with obese. Obese 是什么意思？其实 obese 就是很肥的原因嘛。这样为什么很肥的？其实是很高 cholesterol。尤其这些 patient 很高 cholesterol，OK，、然后 high sugar intake as well。OK， so 他们的 diets consist a lot of fatty, fried, sugary food 啦，通常都是这样子。Alright， so 当我们了解 obesity 是这样子的原因，是这样造成的，我们可以用这个平安 Sehat Malaysia。所以首先我们要针对 fruits and vegetables。所以为什么我们要吃很多 fruits and vegetables？ Right？ Why do we increase intake of fruits and vegetables? So because they are rich in fiber, which helps with digestion. Why is it so important for a patient with obesity to have good digestion? Simply because you want to excrete as much waste product as you can. In the case of obesity, they are overeating. Alright, they have very high cholesterol, very high blood glucose even. So 当我们吃这些很多蔬菜水果 natural sugars as well， 它就可以们排掉这些 high fats, high fatty acid 的这些 content from our body. So it helps increase digestion, which will increase waste. So of course, fruits and vegetables are also high in vitamins. Okay, high in vitamins and also minerals. Okay, so in that case, we can talk about how high vitamins and how minerals can also help. It can also help with digestion, help with absorption as well. Help in absorption. Alright. So depending 你可以 specifically 讲 A B C D E K what vitamins are good for helping to maintain obesity. Right. Next we talk about carbs and fats. So you want to reduce carbs. Alright, specifically you want to let's say eat brown rice or wholemeal. 你要给一些 examples as well. So 我们 fruits and vegetables 你可以讲carrots spinach anything like that. Right, brown rice or wholemeal. Why 呢？因为这些东西都全部是 low glycemic index. Low glycemic index 的东西就是它不是讲没有 glucose 或是少 glucose， 它的意思就是说 foods that have low glycemic index tend to stabilize over longer period of time. So here's a graph, for example 啦。如果你吃 things with low glycemic index 你的 sugar level 会是这样子的，它会慢慢上，然后慢慢下。So maybe 这个是 during the day, this is afternoon. Or for example, afternoon here and night here lah. So for example, if you have brown rice for lunch, so 你没有这样快累 ，alright， 因为你的这是你的 blood glucose level， 你的 blood glucose level 是慢慢上然后慢慢下，它不会突然间上很高然后下很快。如果这是 low glycemic index 啊，如果是 high glycemic index food 的话 ，in the case of white rice, donuts, you know, even ice creams like that, for example， 它是这样子的。是 afternoon， 这是 night。所以可以看到为什么我们一下吃很多甜甜东西的时候，我们一下子会很兴奋，会很 high，energy 很高。但是过了1-2个小时，它就会掉冷锅里，我们觉得很累。Known as the, you can call it the sugar crash. So that is why you want to have low glycemic index food, alright? And also low glycemic index food can overall stabilize your blood glucose levels or even reduce glucose levels, to stabilize blood glucose levels. Right. And for obese patients, you want to lower carb intake is because, remember, sugar or glucose can also be converted into fatty acids. So by reducing carbs, right, we can reduce the amount of glucose being converted into fats. So how does that work? Glucose 首先它会变 glycogen 先，对不对？ So glycogen 有 storage， 但是如果你的 glycogen 太多的话没有不够位置 for glycogen， 它就会变成 fatty acids. So where is your fatty acid stored? It's stored in your adipose tissue. That is what adipose tissue where? It's beneath our skin. 当我们越多 fatty acid 的时候，就会越多 adipose tissue， 这样我们 adipose tissue 就会从本来很扁的变得很厚。That is why 人家会变肥。为什么 obesity 的人还会肥？就是这样的原因。它不只是单单 cholesterol， glucose 也是一个 major factor. Right? So of course, next thing we want to lower down the fat intake lah. Lower down fatty acid food. So avoid fried chicken fried fatty food lah. If you list out a few, so like fried chicken, for example. Okay, why? Because they have a lot of unhealthy saturated fat, reduced saturated fat. Why? Because saturated fat contains a lot of low density lipoprotein. Low LDL, as they call it. We call LDL as bad cholesterol. So 当我们减少吃这些杂食物 we also lower our body's bad cholesterol. On the other hand, 你可以讲substitute saturated with unsaturated fat. Unsaturated. So such as olive oil. Okay. So why? Because they have increase in HDL, which is your good cholesterol. Okay. So overall good cholesterol will reduce the plaque, which is your 这个是你的 plaque 啦 plaque between your blood vessels. Okay, 它会慢慢的把它减少掉。Okay. So 可以让你的 blood vessels 继续 which will help you sort of maintain and regulate obesity as well. Alright. So this is specifically for obese on Ping An Siam, Malaysia. Second 是 heart problem. 其实坦白来讲 heart problem 跟 obese 的 diet 也大同小异啦，我觉得真的是没有什么分别。Heart problem 通常我们可以想的是 myocardial infarction, which is your heart attack. Heart attack is due to, we have repeated many times, your heart. You have your coronary arteries, which supplies blood to your heart. So if your coronary arteries have a lot of plaque, for example, blood cannot go, right? Cannot go, or very hard to go. This will cause your heart to receive less blood, receive less oxygen, less blood, less O2, which will cause your heart muscles to start dying because you don't get enough oxygen for cellular respiration. Therefore, overall, that's how you get heart attack. Your heart stops beating and you die of heart attack. Okay, so it's actually very similar to this. I would say that 这两个其实是很very similar，但是我觉得 points that can be used is actually here. For the heart, I recommend using this point right here. Alright. So you can talk about the same things really over the fruits and vegetables, but fruits and vegetables for digestion not suitable for heart problems. You can talk about vitamins that can help with heart functions. So in general, any vitamins, you can say increase fruits and vegetables because rich in vitamins. Rich in vitamins that help with heart function. Right? So this is one of the examples that you can give for fruits and vegetables. Lastly is cancer. So cancer is when a normal cell becomes a tumor cell. So it's like, yeah. So these tumor cells are, so it's a normal cell, it's a tumor cell. So these tumor cells are, why they are so dangerous is because tumor cells could be anywhere from any of your body. 它们的 reproduction or in terms of 它的 replication or mitotic rate 很高，意思就是说，它可以繁殖得很够力，可能还用一半的时间来繁殖 twice as much as compared to normal cells. So what this means, 它会跟 normal cells 抢 nutrients. We don't want that, right? We don't want that. So 讲这些 tumor cells 它跟我们 normal cells 抢 nutrients 我们 normal cells 会慢慢死掉。That is why 为什么如果有人有癌症的时候，有 cancer 的时候，他的器官他的 organs systems 是慢慢一个一个 shut down 的，因为这些 tumor cells 跟那些 normal cells 抢 nutrients， 导致那 normal cells 不够 nutrients 来 function， causing the whole system to 慢慢 shut down, causing all the cells to start dying off, and then the whole system will shut down. So for example, in this case, we want to lower down red meat consumption. Okay, because red meat for example steak. Okay, why you want to lower red meat consumption? Because it's rich in fats, so rich in fats. And tumor cells love anything that's very high in glucose and high in fats. Why? Because they are very good metabolic nutrients that they can metabolize and use to grow even faster, rich in fats. So you want to sort of like reduce the growth rate of tumor cells. Okay. On the other hand, you can also eat a lot of vitamins as usual. Eat fruits and vegetables. Specifically, take higher vitamin A. Why? Because vitamin A, such as carrots, have good cancer protection properties. Right? And any antioxidants, so such as blueberries. Blueberries, you can also say fruits and vegetables. These are mostly fruits and vegetables. Fruits such as blueberries. They are rich in antioxidant properties. So this can reduce the rate of cancer growth all this. Also reduce the rate of cancer growth, right? And of course, at the same time, cancer patients 他们会 undergo something called chemotherapy. Then 你们看到为什么那些有 cancer 的人他们从医院出来他们是 bald 的，因为他们 undergo chemotherapy. Chemotherapy causes a lot of your cancer cells to die, as well as your own cells to die, own normal cells, good cells to die as well. So we want to eat proteins that are white meat or any sort of like steamed, roasted, boiled meat. So like for example, roasted, steamed protein, so such as fish. Why? Because it helps with healing and repair. healing and repair of normal cells. Just remember, a lot of our cells are made of proteins, amino acids. And by eating a lot of these proteins, we get to heal those cells that are made of those proteins as well, right? So this is still based on Ping Health Malaysia, right? Remember that. And so that is all for the first part of health issues related to eating habits.